Hey guys, Reverse here, welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Go. I had another video planned, but I think this one has a certain priority. 5 days ago, I have no idea why we came up with this one now, it finally got noted by the community. John Hanke, CEO of Niantic, creator of Pokemon Go, sat down with Vice, which is very known for documentary kind of style videos as well, but also articles and such, and they talked about Pokemon Go, the future of Pokemon Go, what happened in the past, what is up next for Pokemon Go. Now, I do want to emphasize, don't get too excited by the stuff you're about to hear. First, we have to see it in the game, then we can get excited about it, but it is good that the CEO of Niantic is sitting down with a certain party to talk about this, so that way we may have a little bit of a relief in this case. What I'm going to be doing, the article is really long and the way it's written is really confusing. I'm just going to point out the most interesting parts of the articles, that way you guys can do whatever you like with it, and I'm just going to be talking and give you guys my opinions as we go along. I will also link the article in the description down below. So that being said, let's jump straight in. The hit app of 2016 is far from finished, with new features in the pipeline, but Maker CEO is all about going live. Okay, this is pretty interesting, but the priority for Pokemon Go is now to build in those things that reward cooperative gameplay and make experiences available that offer more depth than just the capturing mechanic. So that means that they're going to be laying the emphasis more on different features alongside catching. They're saying the catching experience is already sort of complete. This is not referred to Gen 2, but more like they want to kind of do other stuff, I guess. I don't know. And then they talk a whole bunch about servers, and then he is saying, but patching and bug fixing of those first few months did stall the work on other parts of the app Niantic had considered essential and still does. These monster trading and player versus player battles are on the way, says Hanke. Who adds that the servers who haven't been so sketchy at launch, at least one of them would have already been out there. So if the servers would have been stable off the get-go, this feels like an excuse, honestly. He's saying if the servers weren't so sketchy at launch, if they would have been working immediately, then one of those two features would have been there already. Seems like a really big excuse. He is saying likewise a gym battle system supplementing what he feels rudimentary version of what they had envisioned. So they maybe want to change up something about the gym gameplay. I'm not sure about this. It is going to be done soon, he says. It is what it is. I'll take massive wave of hysteria we enjoyed and just deal with the fact that it's cost us to take a bit longer to get the rest of the features up. We're really happy to make our users happy. Oh, what won't be featuring in Pokemon Go again, however, is its original tracker. You guys remember the 3-step tracker? That's not going to be coming back. He says the tracker sort of fills a certain need within the product. I think the more interesting thing for me is not extending the tracker, but basically making the world richer and adding more ways to interact with new kinds of things in the world. It kind of feels like he's dodging the question in a way there, but one thing we can emphasize the fact that the old tracker is not going to be returning. With Pokemon Go established as a preeminent title people think of when you say augmented reality, Hanke foresees that being the case for the several years and platforms to come, saying that Pokemon Go is going to be the example of augmented reality games if they were to be released in the future. Of course, there's going to be different augmented reality games. Pokemon Go is one of them, Ingress is one of them as well, but there's more to come of those types of games in the future. And Generation 2 Pokemon coming to the game. Nothing specified. He's saying it's not about to fade away, and Hanke is really determined to make the social side of Niantic's creation all the more visible in the months ahead. I honestly have no idea what that means. My heart is really with events, and that's something I really want us to solve in 2017, he concludes. It's complicated though to do them at the scale that Pokemon Go demands. I definitely see that. It's been an ongoing debate since launch really. But to me, that will be the best demonstration of this version of this company, which is all about playing games together outside with other people. There you have it. That is the interview of John Hanke, CEO of Niantic, creator of Pokemon Go, and Vice. So to summarize everything, John Hanke was talking about the fact that because of the initial sketchiness of the servers, it has delayed one of the 2 features that was supposed to be out already, of which one of them is trading and the other one might be player versus player battling. It is cool that this is being mentioned though. I mean, it's kind of nice that we can pretty much assume at this point by what this is saying, like either one of those 2 features, is that is a focus. But then again, at the same time, it has been a focus in their freaking trailer. So I feel it's not an excuse. I feel that you cannot blame stuff on the servers. You really can't. Like, $1 billion in gross revenue will allow you to buy the servers, will allow you to get the developers needed in order to get these features done. So I honestly feel that's kind of a non-argument. They're saying it would be in the game already if it were not be for these setbacks. I honestly have no idea. Generation 2 is going to be there. Just very vague. In the upcoming months, it can be now. Once again, as I said in my other video, no more expectations. I'm gonna hold no more expectations there. In this article, it was really vague, but at least, you know, he is mentioning or talking about it himself. Last time, it was the CEO of Sprint which mentioned this, and now it is actually coming out of John Hanke's mouth, saying that Generation 2 is going to be coming. He says that Pokemon Go was released at the right time, which I understand. It was summer of 2016. I still feel they should have polished it. But yeah, it is what it is. Gym battle, that might be changing into the future. He wants to see more depth in gym battles or of sorts, or wants to make the community aspect more rewarding. You know, cooperative gameplay. Honestly, I have no idea how you guys feel about that. I know some of you guys are playing by yourselves and have nobody else to play with, so that honestly, I don't know. They shouldn't do that. They shouldn't change that aspect of it. I feel that Pokemon Go is kind of cool of a game. But like something like a quest for your community, like Team Valor. If Team Valor were to take down this amount of Pokemon globally, that'd be a cool event. That'd be rewarding cooperative gameplay. That would motivate people to get some stuff done. Yeah, stuff like that. Like, don't make it that you have to be there with someone in real life in order to complete an event. Like, I would understand if it were to be a legendary Pokemon or something like that, but nothing like a gym battle or some other type of quest. Like, make it that you can still, like, play on your own. Like, some people really do prefer that. But yeah, events is something that is on the agenda. They want to get it done before 2017. Honestly, I have no idea. The old tracker is not going to be coming back. But nothing else is being mentioned. Nothing about, you know, what if they introduce trading. Like, that sucks. The game is not ready for trading right now. There's too many spoofers out there. I don't see spoofers being addressed. But of course, they kind of want to hold Pokemon Go in a positive light there, seeing as the game is sort of in decline right now. But yeah, those are my thoughts, opinions. Once again, article will be left in the video description down below. That's it, really. That's it. Like, that is, I'm really surprised, honestly, by the fact that we found out about this today or yesterday of sorts. Yeah, it's kind of silly, but I figured this video had a little bit of a more of a priority than the video I initially had planned. So hope you guys are fine with that. But yeah, thoughts, opinions, leave them in the comments below. I'm really curious what you guys have to say about this. But yeah, my tip to you guys, no expectations, but it is cool that, yo, Gen 2 is actually being spoken about by John Hanke. That kind of, you know, puts some, yeah, we'll leave it at that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and this has been Reverse for Pokemon Go. I'm gonna be signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next one.